Yeah, I think it would be a wonderful achievement for us to win the Asia Cup. I think we're going there full of confidence. I think we were ranked higher than the West Indies, but there were still tough games to go out to the Caribbean and win. So to win those games did give the team a lot of confidence. But like anything, to me the most important thing, we've got 2 games to qualify. Once we get into that next group, and we shouldn't presume that we're just going to get to that extended group, but if we play well against Sri Lanka and we play well against Afghanistan, then we'll add to the confidence we've already got, and then there's every chance you're in a knockout sort of stage of last stages of a tournament. Why wouldn't you believe that you could win? I'm not concerned. If I was in Liton Das's shoes at the moment, I'd be very happy. He played a wonderful knock in that last T20 against the West Indies, which was like our final, and the confidence he would have gained, I'm sure that he feels confident at the moment. All those guys you've mentioned are hitting the ball well in practice. Mitten's been a late inclusion coming into the side. He's forced his way into the side on the back of some very good performances in Ireland with the 18, as well as impressing people here in the camp. So we're delighted to have players of that calibre, young players. They know that they need to stand up, and I'm sure that the expectation will be very strong for them to stand up, but I'm very happy and confident that they're in good nick and they'll do a good job. I think I don't think there's a fear factor, but I think we should respect Afghanistan, very much so. There's some quality cricketers that play for Afghanistan, but similarly, when they look at our side, I'm pretty sure they'll have even though they got, they beat us in the T20s, I'm pretty sure they'll look at our team and be very respectful of the quality of cricketers as well. So it'll be a really good contest. Afghanistan are a tough team. The T20 is their better format, but we're not going to take that game lightly at all. We know that against some good players, we need to certainly be on top of our game to win that one, as well as the Sri Lanka match. I don't believe he's 20 and 30% fit. I think he's a lot fitter than that, and I think that that sort of statement has hit the headline, but I'm pretty sure that Saki is a lot fitter than that. He's in no real different state to when he played in the West Indies, and in the West Indies he played some fantastic cricket with bat, ball and in the field as well. He does need an operation, everybody knows that, and he's made that decision after speaking with the President that the Asia Cup is very important to Bangladesh, and so he's going to go into that tournament. He's not fully fit, but he's certainly, if he plays anything like he played in the Caribbean, then that'd be a massive asset for Bangladesh cricket. This guy is a tremendous cricketer, and even if Saki was 70-60% fit, then you'd get a lot of cricket out of Saqib Al Hasan. The short answer is I feel no. It doesn't make any impact on the rest of the team. But I think it's important I explain, my philosophy is very much about team and trying to make sure all the guys play for each other. Saqib is really, really respected by the rest of his colleagues in the dressing room. So that's one side of it. They respect Saqib and they understand Saqib. The time off and the time with family and other things that he's done, I think it's really important that everybody does realise that Saqib plays a lot of cricket, and he doesn't just bat. He bats, he bowls, he fields, he captains as well. Plays all formats, and I think the correct thing in trying to make sure that Saqib Al Hasan is always playing at his best and freshest is opportunities we can give him to spend time with family and away from cricket will make him a better player, will keep him on top of his game. He's done all the practice when he was younger. He did that out in the middle, bowling 50 overs every innings in test matches. He knows how to bowl a line and length. It's not too necessary that he practices all the time. He showed in the Caribbean without much practice what a quality cricketer he can be. He's a very sensible guy who knows where he needs to be in games of cricket, and I'm very confident that it doesn't affect the team. At the moment, there's no wrist spinners that are good enough to be playing in the team. It might be something that we seriously look at scouting the whole country for wrist spinners. This might be an opportunity to tell the youngsters who are wrist spinners, who are 14, 15, 16, 17 years of age, keep practicing. You know, there's a way into a cricket team, because we desperately need wrist spinners. I think our role models are all finger spinners, and Saqib is a role model. Meherdi is a role model as well for the youngsters, and they're finger spinners. And as soon as we get some role models, leg spinners and left arm Chinaman bowlers, then the youngsters may start doing that in the streets. But certainly we do need them. There's none good enough at the moment, but in the future, hopefully we'll get some. Practicing against those wrist spinners, again, is not easy, but we've brought along the likes of Likon and Tanveer. Sadly, Rishat is down with the under-19, so he couldn't come to the camp. But we've tried to include some wrist spinners so that our batsmen do get practice. If I had a crystal ball and I could look into the crystal ball, I'd tell you we're going to win the Asia Cup. But I haven't got that. There's some very mighty teams in Asia. You know, the India and Pakistan and Sri Lanka and Afghanistan, they're all respected teams. So we certainly will be trying, and we believe we can. And those are the important things. If we try our best, give that 100%, play some good cricket, and believe we can win, which I feel that it's probably a good question for MASH with the rest of the team. But at the moment, I believe the team also feel that we can win. But one thing at a time. Let's get those 2 games out the way, and let's play well in those 2 games and get through to the next stage.